Won't you let me dream that you're mine again for just one dance, to let my blue heart pretend I'm just a fool and I can't get over you, so let me dream.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Duro 4x4. In the theme of Memphis, Tennessee, we did the Bass Pro video a few weeks ago. I thought I'd follow up with a video on the amazing home of the late King of Rock, Elvis Presley. I visited in 2018 and you can see the pictures showing how big the actual museum is, with the mansion on the left-hand side there and the overall museum on the right-hand side. When you take the VIP tour, you actually miss a lot of the queues, which is really good. It was great for me because I can meander around as much as I like. Elvis's bedroom is to the right-hand side of the second floor. In the tour, you're not allowed to go upstairs. They keep that sort of capsulized. His office was behind his room, with Lisa Marie's bedroom to the far left-hand side rear. Elvis's rooms went right across the front of the second floor. But you can meander around. You can see the 15-foot couch and the beautiful dining room where I'm guessing lots of amazing parties went on. A couple of the bedrooms, and of course the kitchen is amazing with all its 1960s, 70s timbers. Lots of add-ons, a lot of updates over the years, and of course the amazing billiard room with the rip on the billiard table there. It was a really amazing, building. The TV room. There was TVs throughout the house. Apparently Elvis loved his TV. He loved the different shows that were on. And of course, finishing off with the jungle room there. You can see to the right-hand side here, the jungle room. It started off as a patio and they enclosed it in. And they put a carport there. Lisa Marie's room was to the top there. So the land sprawls over, I believe, 4 acres in Australian terms. It's quite a big area. The horses shown are not the original horses. You can see the buildings there where Vernon's office was. They actually had a shed connected to there where they used to shoot the guns. And you could see there in the background now, you can see the racquetball court coming into shot. And that in its own right was pretty cool. You could see lots of stuff there. You can see the rear of the mansion there. Lots of grass. You could imagine Elvis playing in the different buggies and things that he had that you see across the road in the museum. Quite amazing. As you enter the trophy room there, pretty much everything you see in the tour across the road, or the museum across the road, was kind of squished into the old trophy room. But there is still heaps of knickknacks in there. You can see Vernon's office here, pretty much untouched from when Elvis passed away in 1977. This little office here was in the trophy room. You can see there Elvis's original keys for Graceland, one of the guns, and then we revert back to the beautiful landscape of Graceland. Inside the racquetball court, you can see there was 3 levels, quite sprawling. Before the big museum was built across the road, the racquetball court was actually a cinema. You can see there it had a bar. I've seen photos which you don't see in the tour, which have got lots of stuff in the racquetball court. Then we head over and we see the very lonely, sad graves of Elvis Presley, his mum and dad, and of course just more recently Lisa Marie and her son. It was very reflective, as it's called, and a very good setting there to see Elvis in his resting place. They've done it very, very well. Lisa Marie's grave is opposite, along next to her son, from Elvis's grave there. But it's quite a fitting sort of salute to Elvis and his family. Quite amazing, quite somber. So you can wander the grounds quite freely. have a look around. It's good being on the VIP tour because you don't get the queues. You can see the sprawling driveway there, and you can see the buses coming in on the other side. They virtually just go from the museum across the road and into Graceland, and then they drop people off. The entry for the VIP was up the other end through what used to be the apartment for Vernon, I believe. When you arrive, you come to the visitor centre, and this is where a massive museum is. It's quite big. It was quite cool on the day I was there, but each hall has got a different theme for Elvis. So it's got his military, it's got his Vegas, it's got his movies. Did you know that Elvis was in 31 movies? So it's quite amazing. Along with all the halls with the various themes of Elvis's life, it's also the holder of the biggest collection of Elvis's pre-owned cars. From the Stutz, the Mercedes, the Cadillac, the Ferrari, they're all here. And for me as a petrol head, I love going through all the cars. This is only a part of the cars that he's owned over his life. And as a mate of mine, Robert Pepper, says, life's too short to drive boring cars. And in this museum, there is no boring cars. There's some really cool cars. And like I said, it's only part of the hundreds of cars that Elvis owned over his lifetime. It was terrific to see the various toys that Elvis had also, from the snowmobile that they put wheels on and they'd play over at Graceland in the field, just having a lot of fun. I think for Elvis, when he was at Graceland, it was just a big party, and they just had an absolute ball just mucking around and having fun, shooting guns, and of course the toys, the boats, the motorcycles, the buggies, the golf carts. Pretty cool. Elvis was born in Tupelo, Mississippi, which is about 115 miles or 185 kilometers away from Memphis. He grew up in a 2-bedroom shack, which is still there now. You can go see it. They were a very poor family, and as Elvis grew his wealth and his success, he made sure he shared this with his family and especially his parents. Elvis had success all over the world. Australia was no different. We had heaps and heaps of Elvis growing up. Elvis paid $102,000 for Graceland in 1957. Imagine what it's worth now. As part of the museum, you get to go on tour of Elvis's planes. The Lisa Marie, which was call sign Hound Dog 1, and a Lockheed Jetstar, which was call sign Hound Dog 2. Both planes were really cool to explore, but Lisa Marie was quite plush. You can see why it was Elvis's pride and joy, and why he named the plane after his only daughter, Lisa Marie. It was really, really nice. The little Lockheed Jetstar was also cool. I think he used that primarily for domestic runs, but it was good, it was plush. It was just great exploring the two planes. In 1953, Elvis walked into Sun's studio and recorded My Happiness. It was the first song ever. I wanted to add this little picture of Sun's studio because that's where it all started. The picture shows the $1 Million Quartet with Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, and the legendary Jerry Lee Lewis, who recently passed away. Well, that concludes our tour of Graceland and the museum. I hope you enjoyed our video. I was a big fan growing up. I watched the movies, loved Elvis. I'd like to send my sincere condolences to the Presley family on the recent loss of Lisa Marie. Very sad for the family. Lots and lots of history there. Thanks for watching. This is Trevor.
I know you remember what we used to have. You wanna throw that all away.